Victorian Drag Boat Club was born in 1985 after 4 or 5 circuit races, including myself, visited the United States and went to Phoenix, Arizona to the World Finals, and we saw over 200 drag boats and 15,000 spectators, and we just went, wow, we've got to be a part of this deal. We came back and we offered it to the club that we were members of, and they didn't want to know it, and with the help of the Glen Maggie and District Boat Club up at East Gippsland, they helped us put it all together. And with the Drag Boat Races of Australia assistants, who managed to help us with rules and regulations and incorporation, we were able to go to the APBA and put the whole package together.
I'd say the Drag Boat Club membership is probably at an all-time high. It's just building. Every meeting we gain more members. People just want to be involved in such a good club and a sport that's sort of accessible from your family man right up to your quite sort of wealthy business people that get involved with the big hydro teams. Everyone's sort of welcome, and there is a place for everyone to start.
One of the great things about the Victorian Drag Boat Club is the family environment that we enjoy. We've got racing teams with mums, dads, sons and daughters on the crew, and the crowd, well gee whiz, they're all coming with little kids, and you've only got to walk through the crowd to see how much fun people are having.
Getting involved in a drag boat is actually quite easy. Many of the guys start with a family type of ski boat and work up from there. The natural sort of progression would see what we call a displacement craft being the first boat, and build from there. $15,000 to $20,000 will get you quite a competitive boat. To get involved, just to be part of the club, you don't have to have a boat. We have many members that are not boat owners, and they're just happy to be involved in a successful club, come down and do what's needed, and just be part of a great team.
Safety is one of the most important aspects of our sport. Within the Victorian Drag Boat Club, we have a purpose-built rescue craft with a driver, 2 divers, 2 paramedics on board, complete with resuscitation equipment. We also have backup emergency rescue craft, as well as jet skis. On the bank we have the CFA, we have St John's, and also an ambulance on board.
All the safety precautions are always, paramount. We start with every boat is scrutineered every time it races. So, whether it's a 6 horsepower or one of your big hydros, then it still goes through a full scrutineering. Once the boat is passed and everyone's safety gear is checked, we're then passed safe to the race, and we have a full support crew.
Environmentally, it's been, I can't see any problems at all. We've had all sorts of case studies done by the EPA, DNRE, various state authorities there. Last year we're watching very heavily on the event. No wash on the pondage to speak of, and even fish being caught straight after the event's been had. So from that environmental side, we can't see any problems at all.
Locally, we don't affect any environment at all. Because the boats run so fast for such a short period of time, the case of bank erosion is non-existent. The local wildlife, gee whiz, I mean, there's been blown hydros on the holding rope running with 2,000 horsepower engines and ducks swimming past. So look, realistically, we just don't affect the environment.
Power on the Pondage event has been just fantastic for the Shire of Murrindindi, especially the Eildon community. It has brought tremendous exposure to this area, and given special events are an important part of our calendar, important part of the program of highlighting this area and magnificent attributes of this area to the wider community of Victoria and Australia.
When I first came to Eildon, we opened up our own business, and I've been in business ever since.
What do you think of the drag boat event?
Tremendous. It's the best thing that ever happened to Eildon and the district around it.
I've had the Sugarloaf restaurant for 4.5 years now.
Is the drag boat event good for business?
Oh yes, very much so. It's great to see so many new faces in town, people who normally wouldn't have come to Eildon. The drag boats have brought them here.
Great, thanks.
Great. Enjoying the day?
Excellent.
Anybody particularly following today?
No, just everybody. Just come here to enjoy myself, same as I did last time.
So you were here last year? So what do you think of the event this year?
Terrific. It's getting better. Obviously, it's going to get better all the time, every year.
Fantastic. You enjoy your day.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
Bye.
It's been a good day and cheap entertainment for $20, and yeah, you can walk around and it's a good day.
I think it's a fantastic opportunity for the township like Eildon to encourage people to come up here and utilise this fantastic pondage.
Enjoying the day?
Certainly am.
How are the kids going?
Really good.
She seems really good. She's quite content. She's not even crying or anything.
Yeah, no, she loves it. She loves the noise. She's an adrenaline junkie at her age.
Fantastic. You enjoy your day?
Thank you, you too.
Oh yeah, second year here, and it's I'm surprised it's taken so long to come back here. Actually, it's fantastic. The scenery's great, and it's the best place to have it.
The event now, with the backing from the community, the local politicians, Murray Goulburn Water, everyone, we've all just gelled together, and this is going to be and become one of the biggest events in Australia for drag boat racing at this stage, I think.
Gary Kincaid from the USA, welcome to Australia.
Thank you very much for having us here.
Gary, big expectations from you this weekend, and of course Eildon has gone all out for this big event.
Yeah, it looks like a good course. It's a beautiful small town. I think we're going to run good. Hopefully we'll run 200 miles an hour and do it safe.
Tell us about the boat. What sort of speeds have you run in the US?
In US we ran 5.48 on the ET and ran 218 miles an hour. So hopefully we can go 200 here.
I think the growth of the club at the moment is basically because of the people that are in it. I mean, we have a great bunch of people that are focused on promoting the club, growing the club, and just making the club so much better at every turn.
Future for the event, I think, is unlimited. The professionalism extended by the Victorian Drag Boat Club, the professionalism and the support of the Eildon community can only see this event grow and grow and grow as years go on.
The areas that actually have the vision and the confidence to take us on board, such as the Eildon people and the Power on the Pondage event, they have the growth in the area has just been absolutely phenomenal. You can't get a bed with inside of 50 k's when we race up there. The tourism obviously picks up. The whole town comes alive for that 2 to 3 days, and there's absolutely nobody in the town that doesn't want to be part of it and that doesn't want to see us back year after year. The event is just growing and growing and growing, and I can't see why we can't duplicate that for other areas as well.
The Victorian Drag Boat Club is a non-profit organisation, and a part of some of the gate takings and sponsorship money that we bring in goes back into the community, either through handicapped children, local schools, nursing homes. We try and give a little bit back in that community as a part of our package of what we do. The Victorian Drag Boat Club is now seeking corporate sponsorship for next season. With the rising costs in public liability insurance, these much needed funds are what we need to take us to the next level. With good backing, we hope that you can get on board.